Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Eagles and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A short one there, caught by Granson. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ready, go.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Looking to throw. Sheldon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheldon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Rolling. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sheldon. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA's start of the second. And it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after. The last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Right back to Tolbert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Like 54.
Levis. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. In motion left, Hardman. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Callahan. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Like 13. Like 13.
Now they run with Sims. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Down to the 25. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down at 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Levis sets up to throw here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now Levis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sheldon. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a good catch there by a guy who, let's face it, should not have been on the free agent wire.
I'm like you. I can't believe he was available. I bet there was a long line of teams who wanted to get him.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached, boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Probably not likely to see many starters in the 2nd half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Off the play fake, Sheldon. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they move this all the way down. They'll get 34 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
Touchdown, Eagles! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
22, Linda.
Levis to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hold on, like 90.
Now Sims. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
454, like 54.
Off the play fake, Levis. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Like 54, like 54. What?
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, come on, come on. Here.
Sims. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, during that run, an injury here.
22,
We
Linda.
got one of
22,
those big
Linda.
blockers in some discomfort.
No.
Levis looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in the line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Play action. Sheldon sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sheldon being chased out left. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Off the play fake. Sheldon. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Callahan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Sims. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Again, they run with Sims. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Levis back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Levis. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Tolbert, 38 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here we go, first and goal. He's back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Elliott on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is first and 10.
Hey, like 13. Like 13.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on second down.
Like 5-4.
Levis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And